Hey, it's Acoustic Paint. I'm Elizabeth, and the day has finally arrived. I'm going to be doing my first, actually, sketchbook tour today. So I filmed this video already, but it ended up being like almost 30 minutes long, which is way too long for a video, so I'm going to film it again, try and condense some stuff. This intro is getting way too long, so let's get started. Okay, so on this first page, let me zoom out just a little. On this first page, we have welcome to my sketchbook, see following page for details. I don't know if you can see that. Then I have two little wolves and the start date and the end date. So as you can see, I finished the sketchbook a long time ago. And since then, my wolf style for drawing little cartoon wolves has changed drastically. It changes a lot through this entire sketchbook too. So I've got some little axolotls. I'll put up a picture of an axolotl on this side because they are super cute but super weird looking little animals. Drew some aliens. I did this with a fountain pen right before I had to give a big speech, so I was a little nervous, but speech went well. Oh, and this is also before I started drawing front and back. I start drawing front and back sooner, or the deeper we get into the sketchbook. And then my next sketchbook, I just draw front and back all the time. Some wolves, more wolves. Yeah, looking back at these, my style for wolves has gone a lot different. This is for the Google Doodle 2018. The theme was what inspires me, and what was inspiring me at the time was reptiles, so I did that. This is what the final outcome. I recently did a blog post on it, that's why I have this readily available, but yeah. Next is just another wolf. This is a baby green tree python that I saw at the Sin City Reptile Expo. This is a basilisk. They weren't at the Sin City Reptile Expo. I skipped this page when I was first drawing in order, so I just went back and did a quick whale tail. Horse. Not super awesome, but they get better. Wolves, this is when I started annotating, but I mean, this is just a brief sketch. This is when I first got my Prismacolor colored pencils, so I really wanted to use a bunch of different colors and patterns and stuff. Another wolf, he looks kind of possessed. I like, again, with the using all the colors, I just wanted to add a little bit of a pop to this. Little giraffe. My drawing style has changed drastically. Oh gosh, I don't like this page. But yeah, my drawing style has changed significantly, as it does when you progress and learn new things. This is just a little doodle page. Cheetah. Oh, see here you can see my drawing style for the wolves is starting to change. This is a panther. There's like some bloom on it. If you guys have any suggestions on how to get rid of wax bloom on colored pencil drawings, leave them in the comment section down below. That's a big thing I'm having troubles with. Here, this wolf didn't turn out, so I just wanted to do some shading and a gradient. That gradient didn't turn out very well. This fox is super cute. I got on kind of like a fox kick and drew a bunch of them. This one didn't turn out very well, but in the angle he was like coming towards the camera, so there was a little bit of foreshortening that I just couldn't figure out. I don't think this is super sticky anymore. Oh well. Another fox. I like him a lot. I like the shading around his mouth. Man, this drawing, I was so proud of this drawing. This is my first like big face drawing. I've been doing a lot more faces lately, but they haven't been turning out. Like, they were turning out for a while and then I stopped drawing them and now they've regressed. So Yeah, but this took me about an hour and a half, and I'm so proud of it. Some greyhounds. Oh, come on. Come on. Some early people drawings. My people drawings have gotten a lot better, but I'm in a slump with those right now, so. Elephant. This is a treble clef. And then, of course, on the next page, I did a bass clef. Just a bunch of penguins. This is where the bloom is really happening on like the darker colors, so I really want to try and figure out how to fix that. Peacock. Peacock number 2. On this one, like, I was using so much pigment that like the paper started to dissolve or something, so I had to go a little lighter than that. Oh, so this page, I tried to draw a lion. It obviously didn't turn out. My wolf, you can see that it's progressing a lot more. The head is getting rounder, the snout is getting a little longer, and the ears are getting bigger. I drew these guys with a pink pen that I found before I gave another speech, and drawing really helps calm my nerves before big speeches and stuff. So, the bloom. It's too much. These are 2 snow leopards. More greyhounds, yeah. Yeah, they're hard to see. In my new sketchbook, I've been doing a lot more shading and not just outlines, so they're more defined, which is I think what I need to do here, but the outline, I really like the outlines. Oh, so this is a wolf. I really like how the wolf turned out, and I kind of regret scribbling color around it. This is when I first got my Ohu markers, and I was trying them out, and on a couple pages later, I actually do a quick color with that. But I was just testing out to see what they looked like. Baby Dory. Yeah, the bloom is really, really apparent on darker colors. I wonder if is there a fixative out there? Comment down below if you know of any really good fixatives that I could use for this, because it's annoying. Yeah, first time with Ohu markers, just kind of filling it in. This paper, it isn't marker paper, it's just sketchbook paper, so it absorbs the ink like really, really well, but it also spreads and feathers, so on some of the outlines you can see. And then here are a couple more wolf drawings that I did, and I think they turned out a lot better than this one because I didn't just do coloring. I actually, this is when I was figuring out the whole layering thing you can do with alcohol-based markers. And here are some rams. As you can see, I defined the horn but left everything else pretty not very detailed. And this is when I started getting really into my alcohol-based markers, so for the next couple pages you'll just see like a bunch of really, really heavy alcohol-based marker pieces. I like to use generator apps or like prompts online. So that's what this is, and that's what these are supposed to be monkeys. On this side, they're supposed to be monkeys. I drew this while I was going down the road. It's supposed to be like a bridge, there's a car, it was raining, and it was just kind of like a quick look out the window and draw what you see kind of thing. So yeah, this is another one of the using a prompt. I had actually lost the reference photo for this, so I did the moth. This is supposed to be a green moth. I did the moth with a reference, but I did the flower without a reference, and I actually really like how the flower turned out, like with the shading and everything. I think it looks really good. Here are just a couple of birds. I'm not a huge fan of how that one turned out, but that one looks cool. Some flowers, and I was just adding detail on the back because alcohol-based markers bleed really badly through this paper. Did some cheetahs. I did a character sketch for a little dog. Another dog. I don't remember what this is called, but I was doing more the generator, using a prompt generator. I really like these two. This guy's a little bit scary. It's supposed to be a dog, but she's a little scary, but I like her. I got the Winsor Newton, I think it was the gray tone set, so I was practicing with those. Just some horse sketches. Are those actually showing up? Yeah, it looks like they are. Another horse sketch. This is when I really started drawing front to back more. These are supposed to be maned wolves. They didn't turn out very well. That's weird. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, as you can see, my wolf is progressing even more. Snout's way longer. Ears are a little bit bigger. Neck is still kind of thin. Now I draw with lots of fluffy fur all around the neck and the chin, or the jaw, so. Did some boxes here. Another horse. He's a little thick, but, you know. More horses. I don't know why I got into the horse drawing kick. I feel like I need to, clean this page up a little. Let me do that real quick. Okay. I didn't really like how this page turned out, so I just did some blending gradients, and I think these turned out a lot better than the Prismacolor blending gradients. Then on this side, I did a little bit of Zentangle just to fill up the space. There were some geese that were living outside of my house when I drew this, and so I just drew them and their little goslings just hanging out. And then I used another prompt for that. I really like this yak, but he's got wax bloom on him. No. Oh well. Sheep. Lots of sheep. Horse. This is called a quoll. It's kind of like a rat-cat animal. They live in Australia, and I just learned about them the day I drew this, and I was like, I need to draw one right now, and so I did. But I just wanted to draw a bunch of exotic animals, but I ended up only drawing Tasmanian devils and quolls. So here's a bunch more quolls, and what's on this side? Oh yeah, I guess I drew more than quolls. I drew a bunch of, these are African wild dogs, and more Tasmanian devils. And then I drew my wolf avatar here. You can see his ears are getting much, much bigger. Another yak. We went to a farm, and so I just took this and did a bunch of sketching. This is when I was practicing foreshortening, and I actually like how that turned out. I think the hand turned out pretty good, and it looks like foreshortening. And this is really when I was starting to realize the importance of shading and how much it makes, drawings look more realistic. Baby elephant. I don't know what's happening here. There's a leopard, and this is a serval, and then I wanted to keep it an Egyptian theme or whatever, because it was ancient Egypt and cats or whatever, so I just drew a bunch of, I don't really know what these are. I think they're supposed to be hieroglyphics, but they're not real hieroglyphics. I don't know. Another wolf avatar. He's a little bit of a mess. This is when I first got my jelly roll pens, and I was using them for highlights. I got on a seahorse kick and drew a bunch of seahorses. Here's another one. You can see the red seahorse bled through a little bit onto this page. Another one. And I like this one a lot because I used the same shade of yellow for the shading. I just layered it so it got darker. I think that's all the seahorses I did. Yeah. Drew some kangaroos. We were watching Lady and the Tramp, and I just loved the animation style of all the early Disney movies like Lady and the Tramp and Aristocats and all that. And so I just decided to sketch some, this is Tramp and Lady, a couple of those. I was doing this, this is similar to my Google Doodle thing. I was doing a Father's Day card, and I wanted to sketch a hot air balloon on it, so I just did some thumbnails. and stuff. Oh, and then these are thumbnails for the end card, not end card, end page of my sketchbook. And this is the final actual page of my sketchbook, and I just wanted to fill it up, so I just did some Zentangle. Drew a wolf here, and then finished it with this. I really like the impressionist look of this. Like, it just, I don't know, it looks good. I really like it. And it says end in French. So I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this video and looking through my sketchbook with me. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up and comment down below if you would like to see more sketchbook tours, because I'm almost done with my second sketchbook. It's a little bit smaller than this one. It's still a square, but it's just like a smaller square. Click the notification bell so you're alerted every time we post a new video. Subscribe if you want to, and yeah, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and have a fabulous day. Bye!